We all carry invisible walls within us. These are the barriers we build over years, brick by brick, from our hurts, our fears, and, the stories we tell ourselves about who we are. They keep us safe, or so we believe. But they also keep us small, confined, and disconnected from the fullness of our own lives. The journey of therapy is often a quest to dismantle these walls, to find the courage to step out from behind them. It is a process of reclaiming the parts of ourselves we have hidden away, allowing us to experience a profound sense of freedom and authenticity that we may have thought was lost forever. This liberation is not about becoming someone new, but about becoming more fully who we have always been. The desire for freedom is honestly a fundamental human longing. We want to feel unburdened, to move through the world with ease and confidence. Yet so often we are held back by our own internal narratives and emotional blockages. Therapeutic exploration, particularly through modalities that honor the whole person, offers a path toward this freedom. It is not a quick fix or a simple solution, but a guided exploration into the depths of our own being. The goal is to understand the origins of our inhibitions, to gently challenge them, and to cultivate a new relationship with ourselves, one that is rooted in compassion, acceptance, and a deep sense of personal power. Erosynthetic Orgone therapy is one such path that recognizes the intimate connection between our mind, our body, and our emotional world. It understands that our emotional barriers are not just abstract concepts. They are stored in our very tissues, in the way we hold our breath, in the tension in our shoulders, and in the guardedness of our posture. To truly overcome these barriers, we must engage with them on a physical and energetic level. This approach invites us to explore the language of the body, to listen to its wisdom, and to learn how to release the stagnant energy that keeps us stuck in old patterns of behavior and feeling. This journey of overcoming personal barriers is ultimately a journey back to ourselves. It is about creating a life where we feel more present, more alive, and more connected to others. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to step into the unknown. But the rewards are, really, immeasurable. Imagine a life where you are not governed by fear, where your relationships are rich with intimacy, and where you trust your own capacity to navigate the complexities of the world. This is the promise of deep therapeutic work, a promise of personal growth, renewed vitality, and a lasting sense of inner peace and freedom that radiates outward into every aspect of our existence. The therapeutic process begins long before the first difficult question is asked. It starts with the creation of a space, a container that feels fundamentally safe. This is not merely about physical comfort, though that is important. It is about creating a psychological sanctuary where the client can dare to be vulnerable. A therapist dedicated to this work meticulously prepares the environment. The room is often softened with gentle, warm lighting, avoiding the harsh glare of fluorescent bulbs that can feel clinical and interrogative. This intentional use of light communicates a sense of calm and intimacy, inviting the nervous system to relax and signaling that this is a place of rest, not judgment. Music too plays a crucial role in setting the stage for deep emotional work. The soundscape is carefully curated to support a state of tranquility and openness. It is often instrumental, with soft, flowing melodies that do not demand attention but rather create a gentle backdrop for introspection. The music serves as an auditory anchor, helping to quiet the chattering mind and ease the transition from the chaotic outside world into the focused internal space of the session. This sensory layering, the soft lights, the soothing sounds, works in concert to lower defenses and make the client feel held and secure, which is the essential foundation for any meaningful therapeutic exploration. The physical arrangement of the space is also a form of nonverbal communication. Comfortable seating, soft textiles, and an absence of clutter all contribute to an atmosphere of care and respect. The therapist ensures that the environment is a clear reflection of the therapeutic relationship they wish to build, one based on trust, safety, and unwavering support. Every detail is a message to the client saying, "You are safe here, your story is welcome here, all parts of you are welcome here." This preparation phase is a ritual of its own, an act of creating a sacred space where the delicate work of healing can begin to unfold without fear of interruption or exposure. Ultimately, this carefully crafted environment becomes a co-created space. While the therapist initiates the setup, the client's presence and energy complete it. It is in this shared container that the client can begin to let go of the armor they wear in their daily life. The safety of the room allows them to breathe a little deeper, to soften their gaze, and to feel the ground beneath their feet. This external calm gradually seeps inward, creating the internal conditions necessary for the client to connect with their deeper feelings and experiences. The preparation is not just a preliminary step, it is an integral part of the healing itself, demonstrating that care and intention are at the very heart of the process. Once a safe container has been established, the work of connection can truly begin. This phase is a delicate dance, a movement from isolation toward relationship both with the therapist and with oneself. It often starts with the most fundamental rhythm of life, the breath. The therapist may guide the client in simple breathing exercises, inviting them to notice the rise and fall of their chest, the sensation of air filling their lungs. This is not just a relaxation technique, it is an act of embodiment. By focusing on the breath, the client is gently drawn out of the dizzying loop of their thoughts and anchored firmly in the present moment, in the reality of their own body. From the shared rhythm of breath, the connection can deepen through eye contact. This is not an intimidating stare but a soft, compassionate gaze. In our culture, sustained eye contact is often reserved for moments of intense intimacy or confrontation, so it can feel incredibly powerful within a therapeutic context. The therapist's steady, accepting gaze offers a profound form of witnessing. It says, "I see you, I am here with you, you are not alone in this." For a client who has long felt invisible or misunderstood, this simple act of being seen can be deeply healing, creating a powerful bond of trust and allowing a new level of emotional honesty to emerge. With a foundation of trust built through breath and gaze, the therapist may introduce gentle, respectful touch. This is always approached with the utmost care and explicit consent. The touch is not diagnostic or corrective, but rather communicative and affirming. It could be a light touch on the hand, the arm, or the shoulder. The purpose of this contact is to offer support, to provide a tangible sense of connection, and to help the client feel grounded in their body. In a world where touch is often either absent or transactional, this form of safe, intentional contact can be a powerful tool for healing attachment wounds and reminding the body that it is worthy of care and respect. These three elements, breathing, gazing, and touching, work together to create a rich, multi-sensory experience of connection. They bypass the intellectual defenses of the mind and speak directly to the emotional, relational part of the brain. The client learns, on a cellular level, what it feels like to be safe and connected with another person. This experience becomes a new blueprint, a felt sense of security that they can carry with them outside of the therapy room. It is a slow, methodical process of repatterning the nervous system, moving it from a state of chronic defense to one of openness, trust, and relational availability. As the client becomes more comfortable with the foundational practices of breathing, connection, and safe touch, a remarkable transformation begins to occur. The inhibitions that once felt like rigid, impenetrable walls start to soften and become more porous. These guided exercises, repeated over time in a safe environment, gently challenge the old patterns of holding back. The body, which has learned to tense up in anticipation of threat, gradually learns that it can relax. The mind, which has learned to censor thoughts and feelings, learns that it can express itself without fear of judgment. This process is like a slow, gentle thaw after a long winter. This newfound sense of safety allows for a deeper exploration of the self. With the therapist as a secure anchor, the client can begin to approach the emotions and memories they have long avoided. They might be guided through exercises that encourage them to give voice to their unspoken needs or to physically express a feeling they have always suppressed. Each small step taken in the therapy room builds on the last, creating a powerful momentum of personal growth. The release of these long-held inhibitions is often accompanied by a surge of energy and vitality, as the life force that was being used to maintain defenses is now free to be used for living. This release is not just about letting go of negative patterns, it is also about discovering and embracing new possibilities. As inhibitions fall away, the client often uncovers a wellspring of creativity, spontaneity, and playfulness that has been dormant for years. They start to feel more authentic, more aligned with their true self. This emerging authenticity is the bedrock of genuine self-confidence. It is a confidence that does not come from external validation, but from a deep internal sense of knowing and trusting oneself. The client begins to believe in their own resilience and their capacity to navigate life's challenges with grace. Ultimately, the journey through Erosynthetic Orgone therapy, with its emphasis on safety, connection, and embodiment, leads to a profound sense of personal freedom and empowerment. The goal is not to eliminate all fear or discomfort from life, but to expand one's capacity to be with all of it. The client leaves the therapeutic process not as a fixed person but as a more integrated one, with a greater sense of wholeness and a more compassionate relationship with themselves. They have learned that vulnerability is not a weakness but a doorway to connection, and that true confidence is born from the courage to be fully and unapologetically oneself.